What's up, everyone? Wanted to go over a quick case study for you of a recent deal that we were able to finalize and just highlight a couple points. So you see here on your screen, you've got the check on the top is the total amount that was recovered. So not a huge deal, only about a little less than 23,000 recovered. And then the bottom check you see is our net profit after all expenses and fees. So that's our take home on this deal. So, not a home run deal by any means, but this is a typical average surplus funds overage deal. Okay. So you may be wondering, well, what's an average profit on these types of things, on these deals? In my experience, this has just been my experience, around 5 to 10K net profit is your typical average surplus funds overage deal that you can experience. So at least that's been my experience. Now, can you earn more? Absolutely, yes, you can earn more. I've had $20,000 paydays. I've had students that have also had 20, 30, $40,000 paydays. However, that is not the norm. Those are exceptions. Those are home run deals, okay? A typical average deal, more along the lines of 5 to 10K, okay? So the other thing I wanted to highlight too that was kind of interesting about this deal was the joint venture partner that was able to find this lead and reach out to the homeowner. They were able to do all of that while living overseas. Kind of unique. Most people live here in the States that do this business. This partner does not live in the States. In fact, they don't even live anywhere close. It's not like they live in Canada or Mexico. They live on the other side of the world. And yet they were still able to find this lead, research it, and make contact with the client. And then we were able to handle the paperwork, file the claim, the attorney, and all that for them. And I think that's exciting. It's unique that they were able to accomplish this on the other side of the world. And it just kind of highlights one of the major pros of this business, which is being able to work it from anywhere, being able to work this business virtually. That may or may not be exciting to you. For me, that's exciting to be able to have that freedom to be able to work the business from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection and a good computer. Okay. I think that's exciting. I think that's cool, but that may not be important to you. But I also just wanted to highlight that fact. And, I'm grateful to be a part of this and a part of this deal with this partner, and grateful to them, and wanted to highlight that. So hopefully that kind of answers the question. Well, what's an average profit, net profit on a per deal basis? 5 to 10K in my experience, after all your expenses. And can you do this business anywhere? Yes, you can, as long as you have an internet connection and a good computer. Now, let's finalize this video talking about, well, what are some of the things that affect your profit? What are some of the things that affect how much money you take home per deal? Okay. Here are some of those things. Number one, obviously, is the amount of the overage. How much overage are you talking about? Okay. And what percentage are you able to negotiate with the client? Okay. Another thing that's going to affect your profitability or how much you earn on a per deal basis is there anyone else besides the homeowner that's entitled to the money, such as lien holders? Was there a second mortgage? Are there any liens? A lien is like an encumbrance. A lien is an interest in a property. So, for example, HOA, homeowners association, if someone doesn't pay their HOA dues, that HOA can place a lien on the property. And if that property sells at auction and creates a surplus, the HOA can file a claim for the amount they're entitled to. Okay, that's an example of a lien. So you want to be aware of those things. Other things that will affect your profitability. What type of case are you working? Specifically, are you only working directly with the homeowner, or are you working in a estate case where the homeowner's passed away and now you have to split the overage with several heirs? Okay, that will affect things. Your attorneys, how much your attorneys' expenses are, how much it costs to pay them. Okay, if you have a team, do you have to pay an assistant or a caller or somebody a commission? Okay, how big your team is will factor into your profitability. Do you have a partner? Do you have to split the deal with a partner? Things like that. So those are all things that will affect ultimately how much money you take home at the end of the day. So those are things to be aware of. Okay, and that is also the good thing about the overage business, is you can structure it how you want it to be. If you want a traditional business where you have a team doing most of the work for you, you can structure it that way. If you want to do 100% of the work yourself and keep 100% of the profits, be a one-man show, you can work the business that way. If you want to split up the work, but you don't want to have the expense of, staff and things of that nature, you can partner with people. Okay, there's flexibility within this business so that you can create it to be what you want it to be, which I think is exciting as well. Is there's not just one way to do overages. There's not just one way to profit from surplus funds. There are multiple ways to do deals, and there are multiple ways to structure deals, and there's multiple ways to structure your business, and you get to decide what type of business do you want. Do you want a high-paying business, okay, that brings in a lot of money for a low amount of effort, or do you want to be more hands-off and be more of an operator, or more of an owner instead of an operator? Okay, you decide how you want to set up your business, and that's something that's also very exciting about overages and surplus funds, is you build your business the way you want to build it, okay? And nobody can tell you what to do. So that's also something I wanted to highlight in this case study. And at the end of the day, guys, here's the thing. Don't feel like you have to do things a certain way, okay? You're going to be judged regardless of what you do, okay? People judge me because I partner with people and we split the deal 50-50. Some people don't like that. Others may say that I charge too much. Like on this deal, I think we charged 30%. Some people would say, "Oh, you're a crook. You should charge 20%, or you should charge 10%. My point is, figure out what you want in your business and then create a plan and execute on it so that you get what you want in life. And don't listen to the naysayers and those that judge you, because there's always going to be someone to judge you, no matter what you do. So remember that as well. All right, that's all for today. I hope that helps you guys. Again, if you want to get into this business, want to partner, check out school.overagecourse.com. If you're brand new, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to Overage Syndicate and check out the free training there. Okay, overagesyndicate.com, same name as the YouTube channel. And if you got questions or things that you want me to talk about, let me know down below in the comments. And I, again, appreciate you watching these videos, and I hope you find value in them and that they're helpful. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.